my name is Galina. Today's video is going to be all about how to work with difficult lashes. So we're going to go through a couple of variations of difficult lashes that you can encounter. And we're going to give you some tips on what to do and how to work with those lashes. So be sure to watch until the end because we're going to be giving you the best tips towards the end of the video. So now, if you guys haven't subscribed already to our channel, please be sure to do so because we are going to be coming out with at least one video a week to help you guys in your lash journey. So now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about difficult lashes. So what are difficult lashes and what makes that lashes more difficult to work with rather than easy to work with? So the first thing that you want to do is you want to make sure to really assess your client's lashes. And it's really, really important to actually write it down in their client card. You should always have a client directory with all your clients' lashes. Some recommend to actually even take a picture of the client's lashes before they started becoming a client of yours, just so that you can actually look back and see how the quality of their lashes was when they started seeing you. This is really, really helpful because you're gonna, we don't always remember, and even clients won't necessarily always remember. But you want to make sure that you're able to look back and say, okay, this client is starting to have lashes that are becoming a little bit brittle. They're having a lot of breakage. Maybe we can take a little bit of a break. And then sometimes you can look back and say, oh, actually their lashes are in the exact same condition that they were 6 months ago when they started to see me. So we're actually on track. So the actual client card is really, really important to have as a lash artist, just as a baseline for you guys to have something to look back on. So now that we got that out of the way, assessing the lashes is incredibly, incredibly important. So you really want to be sure that you're assessing them. So for clients that have really thin and brittle lashes, you're going to want to make sure that you have some lower diameters and shorter sizes available for those clients, because typically you're going to be lashing their lashes that are in the anagen phase, and I'm not sure if I'm saying it correctly, anagen phase, I think. So you are going to be lashing those lashes, and so the 0.03, 0.05s are going to be most appropriate for those clients, and you want to avoid anything heavy on their lashes that are like really weak, thin, and brittle. You want to avoid classic on clients' lashes that are like really kind of weak, because it's just not going to give your clients the desired look that they're going for. Typically, the client's just going to open their eyes and they're going to be like, that's it? Like, is there more to that? Like, this is it? Like, because it's just not going to look as nice. It's not going to look as full. It's just going to look kind of like meh, like basically. So you want to avoid getting that reaction. So what you want to do to avoid that is you're going to lash the weak areas with some fuller diameters, so like 0.03, 0.05s. And then the areas that are a little bit longer and more full, you can actually lash them with like 3Ds, 4Ds. If you're feeling really brave, you can even go with 5Ds and 6Ds. So the thing is, what you don't want to do is necessarily the classic, although it could work. But like I said, if they have like really, really weak lashes, it's not really gonna look so like awesome. So it's recommended that you use kind of like a lighter volume, but don't do like anything above 6D, I would say, because it can just be kind of damaging. And what you want to do is make sure that you're not going over the 2 millimeter mark. So the rule is you shouldn't go over 2 millimeters above what their natural lashes are. So do not give them extensions if their natural lashes are 8 millimeters. Let's say don't give them lashes longer than 10 millimeters. Make sure that you're not going to like 12s or 14s, because that will definitely damage that client's lashes. The other thing when you're assessing is you want to really understand, is this something, is there the fact that the client's lashes are really weak, is it because of a genetic condition, or is it because of a medical condition, or is it just that they actually went to a lash artist and had their lashes damaged? So which is it? Because that's going to determine the next appointments that they come and see you. Are you going to be able to give them bigger volumes if they choose this and if they want, or is this going to be the maximum amount of volume that you can give them? If their natural lashes are naturally like just very weak, then you're unfortunately not going to be able to graduate them to like 10Ds and 15Ds and mega volumes, because those clients' lashes are just not going to be able to handle it. So that's why it's really important for you to assess them initially and determine, okay, do they have a medical condition? Sometimes hypothyroidism can cause clients to have really weak and brittle lashes. So you just want to ask them some questions. You want to ask them if they take any vitamins, any medications. You want to ask them if they have any medical conditions, and you want to ask them if they've recently had their lashes done. Because if they have and you've noticed some damage, that could be temporary. So once their lashes grow back, you can choose to not lash them until their natural lashes have grown back and have become really full again, or you can choose to do like a really light, non-damaging, very soft volume set. So those are your options. Now you always want to write down in their client card as well. All this information is extremely important for you to write it down in their client card. So they're gonna have some lashes that are like long and regular, then you're gonna have some really weak ones, and then you're gonna have some really short ones, then regular, and then so basically this is what it's gonna look like. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're not gonna put the same type of diameter and length on all the lashes, because what is going to happen if you do that? So what's gonna happen is, let's say you put 6D on absolutely all the lashes. What's gonna happen is on the short and weak ones, the fans are gonna fall off prematurely. And so that's gonna look like really bad retention. The client is gonna think that something is wrong, with your style, with your lashing, because their lashes fell off in the first couple of days, 3, 4, 5 days. Within the first week, they're gonna lose all of these. Okay? So what do you wanna do instead? So what you can do is you can actually customize the set to that specific client and to that specific lash type. So what you're gonna wanna do is on the short lashes, you're gonna wanna use lengths that are not more than 2 millimeters higher than those short lashes. But you're gonna want to put some fans on them as well, because you don't want it to look unfinished, and you don't want it to kind of look like with there's holes and spots that have not been finished. So what you're gonna want to do is you're actually gonna put, let's say on the shorter, weaker lashes, you can put some 2Ds, and then on the regular long lashes, you can, since they can actually handle it, you can put some 4Ds. Okay, so overall it's going to look nice, because the 4Ds are going to give it some actual volume, and then the 2Ds on the weaker lashes are not going to overwhelm those weaker lashes, but they're still going to give a little bit of volume. They're just not going to break those natural lashes. So that's what you're gonna want to do. You're gonna want to vary in terms of like the kind of diameter that you're gonna put. And in terms of diameter, you're gonna want to use 0.03s or 0.05s on the weak lashes. Because obviously 0.07 and 0.10 is going to be too heavy. You don't want to use those diameters on the weak lashes, because even if you do like a 2D, it's still going to be a little bit on the heavier side. So if you use like a smaller diameter, it's going to be less heavy and less damaging. You really want to think about the client's natural lash health. It's extremely important in having that client happy and coming back to you. Even though they don't necessarily know how important it is, you should know how important it is. So this, and then in terms of the curl, what kind of curl can you use on clients with really weak and thin and difficult lashes? So we encourage you to use B and C curls. So the reason why is because those curls are actually going to be more flatter, and they're going to have a bigger surface area, larger surface area between the natural lash and the actual extension. So this is the natural lash, and this is the extension. So there's going to be a larger area of contact, and that will ensure that your client's retention remains significantly better. You have to remember the lashes are already weak to begin with, and they're already hard enough to work with. Don't complicate things. Don't give them D curls or C plus curls or even DD. The double D curl is like a big no-no for clients with really weak lashes. The reason why is because, like we said, the curl is going to be very strong. So the surface area of contact is going to be very, very small. And so that's just going to cause poor retention. The client's going to lose their lashes really, really, really quickly. So, so this is what you want to do with clients that have really weak and brittle lashes. Really just make sure that just do less than more on those really weak lashes. And it's fine. You can still combine diameters. Like, don't be scared about mixing up 0.05s and 0.07s. Like the lashes that are really healthy and strong, you can use the 0.07s on them. Just avoid using it on the really short, weak lashes, because you're going to break them.